I appreciate you guys commenting your favorite gimmick forms in the comments down below in the last video. Or did you? I don't know. I'm recording this one right after the last one. Anyway, welcome back to Wigs Gaming. It is time to talk about some more of the average Pokemon. And today, we are going to talk about the average gimmick form. So if you're excited to see it, make sure you hit a like button down below. Guys, it takes literally half a second, if that, to hit one button and then scroll back up and watch my video. All right? Simple as that. I'll give you a moment. I'll wait. Also, while you're down there, hit subscribe because we need to get to 2,000. And right now, we're only at 1.3 thousand. Now, let's go ahead and get started. Let's talk about the most average gimmick forms. I'll leave the starters up here so they can traumatize you and stare at you as well. But if you missed this video, watch this video first about the starters. All right. Average gimmick forms, every single generation. Let's talk about them. This is going to be strictly design-based. This is not going to be power-based because there are so many different gimmicks that they have created, so it's going to be strictly design-based. What is the average design? Not the worst, not the best, the one in the middle that's like, it's all right. All right, that's the plan. Okay. I think the solution here is simple. It's Kangaskhan, Mega Kangaskhan. Mega Kangaskhan, I like the idea, right? His baby comes out and helps him fight. Cool idea. It's just, from a design standpoint of the way it looks, it's not all that menacing. This would be second place in my opinion. Now, there are bad ones. There are bad Mega designs. In my opinion, Mega Charizard Y is garbage. In my personal opinion, I would also say that G-Max Snorlax is garbage. Okay? But average is Mega Kangaskhan. Mega Kangaskhan is average. Simple as that. Gen 2, we've got 6 Megas to choose from. To me, I got to go with Houndoom. I feel like you added so much to the rest of them. But for Houndoom, for me, they just gave him some armor. And I thought based off the armor that maybe he'd gain steel typing. He didn't. I think it'd be cool. You could put Flash Cannon on him. He would gain a ridiculously bad weakness. And I know he's already dual type, so he'd have to lose one of them. But I think it could have been cool, but they decided not to go with it. Gen 3, we have a lot of options thanks to Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. We also have the Shadow Lugia from Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness in here. But if I'm talking about an average Mega design, I think the simple answer is either Latios or Latias. First of all, they made the two look the exact same. I don't see any differences between the two right now. And I don't know if you guys can see it. Maybe it's the color scheme. Maybe the shade is slightly lighter. Oh, it's the eyes. Latias has red eyes. Okay. Well, point is, I just don't think they're that much different from the original. I don't think they added much to it, but there are worse and there are better. Like, in my opinion, a worse design is the Giant Gem. A worse design is the Wings. A worse design is the longer dress, right? This is kind of just average. Gen 4. Not a lot of options. I think the obvious option is going to be Mega Lopunny. You finally gave it fighting typing. Great. That's what elevates this to average. It's not a very good Mega design. It's just taller with longer hair. That's really all I have to say about it. A lot of options here because of the, I believe people said it's the Pokestar Studios thing. So these are all considered gimmick forms. So you know what? I'm just going to pick what I like out of this. The legs makes me laugh. I don't know why that's in there. This looks like the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster. Look that up if you don't know what I'm talking about. It's a very old, early 2010s meme. And then there's a gate that looks like a pig. And a time machine. And a Garbodor who looks like he has extra garbage. This should have been his G-Max form. I can't believe he didn't get a G-Max form. Wait, is that his G-Max form? Okay, it probably is. It probably is. And then we have Mecha Tyranitar. You know what? It's Mecha Tyranitar. It looks cool, but it's not as funny as the legs. And it's not as bad as just like the random robot. So give me Mecha T-Tar. Mecha T-Tar all the way. Whoa! Okay, that's because all Megas count as Gen 6. Okay, so I'm going to zoom out so you guys can see all of these. There we go. Okay. So that means I basically just get to pick whatever else is average that I didn't choose earlier. I got to go Aerodactyl then. Aerodactyl, just with all these rocks on his body, is not that exciting, to say the least. I just don't think it adds much. So I'm going to say it's Aerodactyl. Gen 7. Okay, so we have a Melmetal, and I found out a few days ago. Actually, I think it was yesterday on another video I was recording that unfortunately I won't be releasing, I don't think, but we'll see. If you see it, you'll know. That Necrozma, this is a Necrozma form, which I never knew. That's super cool. We have Alolan forms in here. I think the obvious choice is Alolan Executor. Look, I think Alolan Executor has a lot of charm to it. I like that it's a dragon type. I like its moveset. I like how its moveset corresponds to its long neck design. I think it is better than others. Like Doug Trio, for example, just has a bunch of hair, right? I like to think it's Doug Trio with wigs, which is why I love it. But, you know, that's just how it goes. Raichu is by far the best. He's literally surfing on his tail. It's awesome. This needs some work. It's not very good, right? This is not very good either. This is one of the worst ones, right? This is in the middle. I'm pretty happy with that. Gen 8, we have all the G-Maxes. Every G-Max form. Every single one. All right. And we also have some Hisuian and some Galarian forms. Okay. Corviknight by far is the worst. You just added these red accents to his G-Max form. Orbeetles is awesome. Also, oh gosh, what's your name? Dreadnought, not very good. Colossal, not very good. Inteleon has a sniper rifle. I will never let this down. That is the best G-Max form in the world. A sniper rifle. I need to scan these for a little longer. You look like an Attack on Titan. That looks awesome. You are a birthday cake. That is awesome. You have a whole bunch of drums. Rillaboom is his name, by the way. I didn't know his name in the last video. It was Rillaboom. I remembered it just off the top of my head just now. All right, let's stop for a second and think. And you know what? The answer is Rapidash. The answer is Galarian Rapidash. Here's why the answer is Rapidash, guys. Here's why the answer is Rapidash. Looks terrible. Looks stupid. I don't like it. But does it work? Yes, because it's a fairy type now. Because you added fairy typing to it, it works. Because you added fairy type to it, it works. But that's it. And so I will elevate it from bad to average for that reason, but it's still average. And you guys can hate on me in the comments all you want. Matter of fact, go down in the comments right now. If you are somebody who watches the whole video, I want to know. Because usually what people do is they skip to the end. And so when I say, hey, if you made it this far, comment this. Usually when I do that, there's a lot of people who skip to the end to find the full list. And then they go whine in the comments below. Happens all the time, right? So if you're watching right now, you're a true OG, okay? You are watching the whole video, and I appreciate you. So comment down below. You're wrong about Rapidash if you made it this far, all right? Just comment down below. Tell me that. Tell me that. If you believe it. And if you don't, let me know that you agree. Gen 9. Okay. The answer to me, obviously is Tauros. We got a Tauros regional variant. Great. I like that. I have no complaints of that. I have no problem with that, right? But the biggest problem is that it just wasn't as flashy as we hoped it would be. I do like the fire one more than the water. Why? Just because red's my favorite color and blue isn't. So it elevates from bad to average. Done. What's the most average design, though? Yep. If you watched earlier in the video, you know why I'm putting this here. I'm trying to rage bait, clearly. But yeah, that's the list. That is the most average gimmick forms of every single generation. I'm going to scroll down slowly so you guys can see them all. And that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. We have one more video in the average series. I'm excited. I'm going to record it right now. I will see you guys in the next one.